disturbing that circle. It's a creative intelligence of circular energy that is circulating in the reproductive organs, and that cuts it off. And then the other aspects of your reproductive organs will become weaker. Then there's vasectomies of men, which is when a man chops off the tube which sends semen from the testicles to the urethra. They still ejaculate, but it's not going into I believe it's just going in the body. So they feel the ejaculate orgasm. And that's, what people are considering for contraceptive. And as a man, like, I don't recommend you do that at all, because once you start, doing things with the system, with your reproductive organs, then the other organs compensate, and it will essentially deplete your reproductive essence.
Talk to me about this, because this is something we just had our second child, so we've been actively in this conversation. I pretty much resigned myself to, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I don't any of the other contraceptive methods. I definitely don't want to have my wife do any of that to her body. This seems like the least invasive. And it's funny because I've just been forgetting to book it and look into it. But now that I'm hearing you say this, I always had this sort of like a Bob Marley-esque, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If there's nothing wrong with my body, why would I try to do anything to intervene with it, with its natural functions? Not because I'm scared of pain or because I'm scared of a surgery, but there's something about it that just didn't seem right. So tell me a little bit more about the vasectomy and what your understanding of it is.
You were considering it?
I still am. In fact,
okay.
If not for, my lack of organization in that department, I might already have done it.
Okay. So yeah, as I said, it's actually, it's called the vas deferens, and it's going from the bladder, and they just cut it. It's a tube where the semen travels. And basically it's like you have this circle, the channels, we call them schrotters. So they're all these circulatory, our body's made up of schrotters. Maybe you've heard in the yoga system, nadi. So all these channels, whether it's the channel holding blood circulation, holding lymph, channel moving kundalini energy when you want to get subtle, channel moving semen, all these channels in our body's made up of channels, and also of the tissues, which are that travel through the channels. So when you cut one of those channels, like you would the vas deferens when you get a vasectomy, you're disturbing that circle. It's a creative intelligence of circular energy that is circulating in the reproductive organs, and that cuts it off. And then the other aspects of your reproductive organs will become weaker. It's basically you're disrupting the circular intelligence, to put it simply.
Yeah, well,
and
that makes sense to me.
And it's never good to do surgeries like that, especially electively. Of course, if it needs to be done,